If you've been injured on the job, stay tuned for some important information. If you've been injured on the job, there are some important things you should know. To help us learn about that, I've invited Brianne Thomas to join us. She's a personal injury and workers' comp lawyer based in Kansas City, Missouri. Brianne, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Well, if a viewer was watching this and they had been injured on the job, what kind of tips would you have for them?
The first thing and the most important thing to do is to notify your employer. Each employer has its own designated person to report these types of claims to, these types of injuries to, but if that person is not available, report it to someone immediately, your supervisor, an HR director, someone above you in the hierarchy at your job. After you report the injury, request medical care immediately. Even if it's something where you think that it will resolve, or, I just strained my back, I just have a little bit of pain, it'll go away, definitely report it, definitely request medical care. In Missouri and Kansas, where I practice, there's a very short time period where you have to give notice. And if you don't give notice, then your claim could be barred in both states. So the most important thing is to let your employer know and then to request medical care. Don't wait until that night and go to the emergency room, or the next day and go to the emergency room, because sometimes those bills can be considered unauthorized and your employer doesn't have to pay for those. The best course of action is to let the employer and their insurance company direct care, and the only way to get that direction is to request medical care.
Got it. And should someone try to navigate these waters by themselves, or should they contact a lawyer, and how would they know?
The third thing I would say to do is contact a lawyer. The workers' compensation system in most states was set up to allow pro se litigants, and pro se means people without an attorney. In this day and age, it's gotten so litigious. The employers have insurance companies that are defending them. They have third-party administrators who are administrating their claims on their behalf, and they have lawyers that they hire who are defending these cases very vigorously these days. And I wouldn't recommend proceeding in a workers' compensation case without a lawyer.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Now, if someone had a question and they wanted to reach out to you, how would they get a hold of you?
They could call us. We have a toll-free number. They could go to our website, which is bktplaw.com. They could actually fill out a questionnaire on our website, put in their legal issue, and then submit that. And those inquiries actually come to me, and then we will reach out and touch base and make sure we get to you and help you.
Great. Well, I'll be sure to put that phone number and website address below this video on YouTube. Well, Brianne, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to join us, and thank you for the work that you do in your community.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for watching. Send your questions or comments to Michael at mike@howdavidbeatsgoliath.com.